Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little special to me within this RC community. My hobby has come full circle, in a sense. It's not every day that happens. The car that made this possible is the ECX 1/18 Temper. I started out like some of you and didn't have a lot of cash. And the apartment I moved to was literally right across the street from the hobby shop. And I spent hours there every week up until I finally got my first RC, which was the first gen ECX Temper. And I loved it. I could not have been happier. Granted, I do not have that RC anymore. I've kind of modified it to a state of disrepair, I guess you could say. But today, I have the Gen 2 of the ECX Temper. As with most of the RCs I bring on this channel, the box is messed up, so I do not have it. But I got the charger this time. It is a simple wall charger for the 900 milliamp NIM battery that comes with it. I do not run NIM batteries at all. I run a 2-cell LiPo on this car. There is also the instruction manual. Lots of useful information about this car and the radio it comes with within here. And it's also done in multiple languages. There's a set of shock clips and a bind plug within the box as well. You have your basic radio, which, to gush for a moment, with me starting out in this hobby, I have fallen in love with this radio. It has every possible trim and setting that you would want in a beginner radio. You can adjust your servo, adjust your throttle, set your endpoints, or well, your expo I think. You can reverse steering and throttle. So if you replace a servo and it happens to be throwing in reverse, you can do that with this radio. I loved it. It's solid. I still have some radios from ECX Barrages that I still run on some of my cars. I really like this radio. It even has a nice feel in the steering wheel. There's rubber here instead of it just being knurled plastic. Like, this is a good solid radio for a beginner. I really like these radios. Now, getting onto the car, I will say there's one disadvantage with the remote on this car. it has a 2-in-1 ESC. So what that means is the ESC and your receiver are built into one unit. And if that happens to go out, you have to buy those pieces separately to get it running again. Other than that, it's a 20 amp ESC that runs the 380 motor that is stuck within here pretty decently. Or is it a 390? It's a 380 or a 390. You have oil-filled shocks all the way around. Metal links. Plastic drive shafts, but for what is currently running this, it's not a problem. Super duper soft tires with actual beadlock rims. I found out the hard way these are 1.7 rims and tried to put 1.9s on them and it wouldn't work. Depending on what you want to do with it, the foams are okay. They could be a little fuller in the tire. The servo, oh boy, this Spectrum servo. I've had adventures with it and I'm not a fan of it. I kind of use them for shift servos now, honestly. But it gets the job done for this little guy. Underneath here is your battery tray with a Velcro strap to hold everything down. I'm having to use an adapter to run my lipos. Overall, I'm really happy with this truck. It brings back memories of when I first got into this. For its size, it's awesome. I mean, you're not going to be conquering vertical climbs with other guys that are running 1/10 TRX4s, but you can have some fun with this guy, and it can do some things that might amaze you. If you're looking for something budget, I do highly recommend this. Wouldn't exactly give it an underdog stamp, but it's close. Now, on these, the axles can be kind of weak. The diff spool inside of it is plastic, and if you get it bound up just right, you can spin the axle shafts within your diff spool. That is something to watch out for on them. Other than that, they are rock solid. Speaking of axles, once all this craziness in the world lifts, I have parts to pick up from a friend that are going to go on this Temper. And to give you a little hint, we'll turn it into what I'm going to call the mini goat. Really excited about that project. I also have running videos for this coming up, as well as the other trucks that you have seen in here, and possibly even a project that I've been working on for a while, just to show you what's on my bench, which I'm kind of conveniently keeping out of sight because it's a total mess. If you'd like to see those projects, or even have ideas of what you'd like to see coming up, comment below. And everyone out there, please stay safe. I hope everyone's doing okay with all this craziness that's going on in the world. I'm doing great over here, staying busy with projects, staying busy with work. I know other people aren't as fortunate, and my biggest condolences goes out to everyone with that. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.